Hey gang, Dr. Bruce, tip 15. And today's tip, not really a tip. It's kind of, almost a test, because we've talked a lot about a practice focus, our philosophies and our jobs. And my question is, are you still chasing money? So many people in practice are still trying to build their practice based on money and trying to figure it out. Or are you still chasing people? Trying to get them to come and be your clients, and that's scary at times. Always looking for new patients, Or have you got a strategy? Have you gone ahead and built your pieces of your puzzle together, and going towards exactly what you want, so you can sit there and now know that you're on the road to your practice? My metaphor for practice is like a relay race. When you're running a relay race, you know what the goal is to finish the race, how many laps it takes, all those things. When a patient walks into your door, you're running a relay race, because they're going to come in and they're going to be passed off. Everybody that passes the patient off like a baton knows what the goal for that patient is. The front desk knows your goals, you know the goals, any assistants. So everyone is organizedly going through your practice if it's focused properly. And in doing so, then, you build the bridge, so to speak, like this little guy here is doing, to get the patient to the other side. And when you're focusing on the patient's benefits, you're going to find yourself not chasing money and not chasing people to become patients. It's time to make our message loud and clear, what we do. We can't change messages by blending in. We can't. A lot of people are afraid at times to stand out, and I threw this dinosaur in here. I'm calling him Disruptosaurus. What I have found is that people that make things happen are disruptive. They don't blend in. I mean, you can think of the entertainment world, guys like Eminem. He's disruptive, but he's now become very, very successful in his industry. Madonna was disruptive. Lady Gaga is disruptive. They're different. They stand out, and people follow that. So right now, we need to start thinking of chiropractic is, we can't blend in. We got to start getting disruptive and getting out there. We got to make the message clear, what we do. And when it's all confused with, and just no disrespect to anybody that is doing things that I'm going to mention right now, but just understand my point. I talk to people and they go, well, I'm not really just a chiropractor. I'm also a chiropractic, a neurologist. Well, what's that mean? I'm a chiropractic orthopedist. I'm a sports doctor. I'm a sports medicine chiropractor. Sports medicine? You give medicine? A lot of people want to sit there and say other things. And I believe, in my heart of hearts, without making anybody wrong for it, I believe we say these things because we don't feel that chiropractic is good enough. We feel we have to have more alphabet soup behind our name to make us better. But the truth is, if you look at all of healthcare, if you look at all of physical therapy, what makes chiropractic different? Unique, special, fantastic. It's understanding how to correct subluxation. No one else does it. Physical therapists do athletic training. Chiropractors do it too. Physical therapists put on physical therapy. They do ultrasound. Chiropractors can do that. They do electrical shock on people. Chiropractors do that. They do mobilizations. We do adjustments. And that's the difference. The longer we are trying to blend ourselves, instead of being crystal clear what we do, we cause more confusion. Just like this ad. The dollar cleaners that cost $2. I love this one. Dollar cleaners, $2 down here. It's confusing. So when you're clear, then when you go to your target market, when your market's clear, you're clear of who you're serving, and those people that are receiving your messages are clear it's for them, they start connecting better with you. And your practice focus isn't just based on financial arrangement, pain and injury, cash or insurance dependent. People call you up. What kind of practice do you have? Well, I have a PI practice. I have a insurance practice. I have a Medicare practice. I have a family chiropractic cash practice. We name our practices based on our financial arrangements. The truth is, we all do health and wellness at some level. We restore bodies that are subluxated into functioning, they're dysfunctioning bodies into functioning bodies. That's what we do. How they come and pay for it's up to them. Our job is not to look through the different doors and trying to figure out where the secret is, how to make money. Our secret is to become specific with our message, letting people know precisely what we do and make it unique and different. Not another duplication of another failed model. One of my friends asked for some help, and I consulted them in a physical therapy center. And no disrespect, but I'm telling you, I watched those people work in that office. I helped them in their business part, and I'm saying I didn't see much cool stuff going on. I saw a lot of rubbing and dubbing. I saw a lot of talking, but I didn't see therapeutic changes. Not like a chiropractic office. All we have to do is be clear and concise about what we do, and you know what? Come up with a fee schedule. That's just your fee schedule. Be happy with your fees. And when somebody walks in, when I had my biggest year ever of personal collections on my personal production, I had PI, I had work comp, I had cash patients, I had insurance patients. It didn't matter. My fees were all the same though. And I still collected $985,000 in cash in 1 year on just my personal production. That's not the other doctors or my other clinics. It was just me. Almost $1 million. And my fees, are you sitting? $21 for an adjustment. And my therapy at the time was I used to do Cox work. So if I did Cox traction, it was $10. So my fees were $21 and $31. And I collected almost $1 million. And my friend, when he saw my numbers, said, "Man, you blew it." I said, "What?" He goes, "You blew it." He says, "You gave away probably $4 million last year by not, charging what you could have charged." And I thought about it for a second, and I said, "Well, did I?" At that time in my practice, I was receiving about 45 referrals a month. My fees are my fees. We had we had a low cost entry fee, $79, and then my average program of effective care was about $2,200 for a year of care, and that doesn't sound like much. Some guys are doing that in 3 days, but I didn't have insurance rejections. I didn't have anything else. People could afford our care. It was very affordable. If they couldn't pay $2,000 in cash, they could also put it on $200 a month, on a credit card debit. And it was easy to refer to me because I wasn't considered over costly. And I don't know, how would you do it? Now that fee is closer to $3,500. But how could you do it with 45 referrals a month and each one paying you $3,500? Do the math. So that's because my focus was not about money. It was about getting chiropractic to the world. And what's your focus? How you doing? Think about it, and I'll see you on the next tape.